Hi, Dan Woodman here, founder of Leading Labor, and I want to thank you for joining us today. We're excited to have you and looking forward to talking with you about how to improve communication with your membership. I know you're very busy and I want to respect your time, so let's jump right in. Communication is crucial to an organization of any size. Keeping members informed and being able to control the information they are getting is vital. To paraphrase Winston Churchill, a rumor gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. Swift, clear communication is the key to rumor management, and we've certainly built our platform to help disseminate information quickly. But there are far more benefits to timely communication than you might realize. I'd like to take a few minutes to show you some of the benefits that a comprehensive communication plan can bring to your organization. Most of the business managers we work with are realizing that their ability to influence the political arena through campaign contributions is waning. Super PACs and corporations are donating such large sums of money that the union's ability to compete, even on a local level, is shrinking. But you have, in your membership, an untapped source of immense political power. Using the combined voices of your membership, along with social media tools such as Twitter and Facebook, you can affect political change directly. In class recently, we were fortunate enough to have the campaign manager for a candidate for lieutenant governor. I asked her this question: if I could bring you a campaign contribution for a few $1,000s or a few hundred people helping to spread a message via social media, which would you choose? Her response was that those people united in spreading a message, creating awareness, and working together would be far more valuable than the money. The key is coordinating your membership and getting them to work together to spread a single message. And how do you accomplish that? Through effective communication. One of the elements we focus heavily on in class is growing market share. The time is ripe for unions to leverage digital marketing as a way to promote their contractors and grow their market share. Platforms such as Google, Bing, Yelp, BuildZoom, and Angie's List have revolutionized the way that end users find contractors. This is especially true for residential, light commercial, and service contractors. What many people don't realize is that one of the key elements to a successful digital marketing campaign are social signals. Most people don't understand how a platform like Google truly works. Google doesn't know anything about who the best contractor is in Toledo, Ohio, for instance. They rely on social signals, which are really nothing more than digital word of mouth. Facebook likes, YouTube views, tweets about a specific company all fall under the heading of social signals. One of the reasons that unions are so uniquely positioned to take advantage of digital marketing is because of their membership. Rather than relying on the general public, which is what most businesses have to do, you can mobilize your membership to create your own social signals. This means that you can leverage digital marketing in ways that most businesses only dream of. But communication is the first step to leveraging this dormant power. We've created an integrated communication platform that will allow you to revolutionize how you get your message out to your membership. You have unprecedented ability to reach your membership quickly, easily, and with a message that you control, ensuring your members are receiving the message that you want them to receive. We've adapted proven technology that has existed in the business world for years, for use in communicating with your members. And we've done it in a way that will improve your communication and save you money. So let's go ahead and take a look at the platform. The first aspect of this three-tiered integrated platform and the subject of today's webinar is mass texting. Our platform allows you to effortlessly reach your membership via text message. This is different than you sending a text directly from your phone in that this is a one-way platform unless you specifically request feedback. That means you can easily disseminate information without inviting a conversation every time you do. One of the most important aspects of this platform is the ability to target your messages. You can build multiple lists and customize them in a way that makes sense for your organization. That way you aren't, as an example, sending texts about apprenticeship classes being canceled out to your retirees. Targeting your messaging as specifically as possible is better for everyone. Relevant information means your members are far more likely to read future messages, and limiting the messages to only those who need to see them keeps the cost as low as possible. Here you can see that we have multiple lists built depending on who we want to communicate with. For this demo, we have a list for all members, retirees, apprentices, and the e-board. One of the ways that many texting companies make money is to charge you for each of these lists. They charge per keyword, and one keyword is needed for each list. So in effect, they're charging you per list. We understand that targeting these messages is crucial to your success, so we allow you to build as many lists as you need. You'll also notice that we have the option to upload contacts. This gives us the ability to upload the members' numbers that we already have. There's a template that you can download and paste your information into. You can use this template to upload up to 5,000 members at one time, making this a feasible option no matter how many members you may have in your local. You can also allow members to join a specific list. For instance, suppose you have a list for members who are interested in volunteer opportunities. You could create a list specifically for this purpose and let them join as they wish by simply texting a specific keyword to a specific short code. The short code is the number they send a text to, and the keyword is the message that they type in. Let's see exactly how that works. Go ahead and get your phone out now. I want to show you exactly how this works, and there's no better way than with a live demonstration. Open up your text messaging app. This is the place you normally use for sending a text message. Go ahead and click the New Message button. In the phone number area, type in the number 71441. Your phone may automatically put a dash in the number as you type it. That's normal and nothing to worry about. Once you have the number entered, move to the message box where you would normally type the text of your text message and type in the word web, W-E-B. It's short for webinar. All right. Now what you're going to do is send a text message that says web to 71441. Once you have it entered, go ahead and hit send. I already had my phone out and ready to go, so I'm going to give you just a few seconds here to catch up to me. Just go into your text messaging. 71441 is the number. WEB is the message. You're actually signing up for a text list right now. But don't worry, we're not going to spam you. I just want to show you how the texting plan works. You should have already received a reply welcoming you to the list. It really is just that easy. And now that you understand how a list works, let's take a look at how you can communicate with your lists. Here we can see all the various ways we can communicate with our lists. This is the main menu. First, let's take a look at the basis of the whole platform, the text message. You'll notice on the right, you have a preview window to see exactly what your text will look like when you send it. You'll also see the template section here at the top. If you have a text that you will be sending out on a regular basis, such as a meeting reminder, you can build it once, save it as a template, and then just load it up, make any changes you need to it, and send it. The platform really is designed to make all communication as simple as possible. We don't have a saved template yet since this is our very first text, so we're going to build one from scratch. All we need to do is type the message in the box. We'll put a header on it so people know who it's from, and then we'll type our message. You can see the preview updating as we type. You'll also see the character count underneath the preview telling us how much space we have left in this message. At times, we may have more information to give to people than will fit into a few text messages. That's no problem. Here you can see we can add a URL or a link to a web page. This allows us to easily send people to a website to get more information or to take a specific action. We just type the link into the box, click shorten and insert, and our link is now added to the text message. Once we have our message ready, we pick the list we want to send it to. You can see all the lists we discussed previously are available to choose from. Sending it to only those who need to see it helps us keep the cost down and keep the message relevant. Once we're ready, we have two choices. We can send the message right now, or we could choose schedule. The schedule function allows you to schedule texts ahead of time to go out on specific days and at a specific time so that you can really set it and forget it. A reminder about next month's union meeting, for instance, can be set up today to go out next month. And you can schedule as many texts as needed. Really, you could set up a text reminder for every month's meeting and not have to worry about it again until next year's schedule comes out. Either way, whether we send now or choose to schedule, the platform tells us how many people we're about to send to as a final check. You can see mine is sending to 0 because I have no one on this list. If you had 100 people on this list, it would say we were sending to 100 people. All right, so going back to the main menu, I mentioned earlier that sending out a text message via this platform is different than sending a text from your phone. These texts are one way, meaning that you're not inviting a conversation every time you send a text. But sometimes you may want feedback. And in those cases, you can use a poll or a questionnaire to get the feedback you want structured the way you want it. Being able to limit the type and amount of feedback you're getting means that you're really only getting what you need. So let's take a look at the questionnaire first. You can see I don't have any of these created, so let's go ahead and make one. It's important to understand the types of answers we can get here in order to understand how to formulate the question. You can see that right now we're using pre-configured answers, and the pre-configured answers are yes, no, true, false, confirm, reject, or attend, miss. You could use this to get a head count for an event or take an informal vote on an issue. For instance, let's use, will you be attending the event on Friday? For this question, I would use the yes, no, or the attend, miss option. Either one works. Once we send it, people can vote, and we'll have a report of who voted and how. This is not anonymous. The vote will be attached to their phone number. If you need to allow members more open-ended feedback, you could use the free text answer selection here instead of the pre-configured answers. Rather than providing a choice of solutions, this will allow the user to reply with whatever message they like. Their answer will still be associated to their phone number, but the type of feedback you get is totally up to you. What happens if you want more than just these few choices? Well, we have that covered too. Let's go back to the main menu and take a look at the Conduct a Poll feature. The poll is used when you want your members to select from a list of possible answers. You can see I already have one made here, but let's take a look at how we create one from scratch. First, we enter in our question. We can have up to 5 different possible answers, so we need to construct our question with that in mind. We also have the ability down below to send a specific response to a member based on the items they selected. So if we ask a question and someone texts back answer 1, we can auto-reply to those individuals with a different message than we would for those who selected 2 or 3, etc. We don't have to use these, but they could be a good way to address individuals based on their responses. Once you've conducted a poll or a questionnaire, you can see the results in the reports section. Here you can see the results for the poll I use in class. We said we could improve communications using technology. Is this BS or no BS? You see here a breakdown of those who responded to the poll. I could click on each individual section to see the phone numbers associated with the votes. For instance, if I click on the one person who said it was BS, I can see that phone number is actually mine. Over here on the right, you'll see the Excel icon. Clicking on this icon actually downloads the data from this report into an Excel spreadsheet so that you can manipulate it however you need using the power of Excel. Going back to the main menu, as you can see, this is a powerful platform with a lot of options built into it. And this is part 1 of our integrated communications platform, which, as you may remember, involves 3 parts. This part is standalone, it's ready to go right now, and we already have several locals using the platform. It is ready to use today. It's fast, it's inexpensive when compared with other communication options, and it will revolutionize the way you communicate with your membership. If you sign up today, you could be texting your members tomorrow. All right, so you're ready to sign up, but in order to sign up, you need to know what it costs. Well, the good news is it's far more aggressively priced than the U.S. Postal Service, which is what we run into most often when talking to locals about how they're communicating with their members. We know that postage costs roughly 38 cents per piece that you're sending out, but that's only really the beginning because you still have to have it printed, you have to have it folded, stuffed into envelopes, the envelopes need to be addressed, you need to either put stamps on them or run them through the postage machine. So overall, a piece of mail costs a lot by the time it is all said and done. Plus, it ties up someone in your office for at least a few hours getting it all set and ready to go. So the true cost of a piece of postage is very, very high. Our package is very aggressively priced to take some of that business away from the U.S. Postal Service and deliver it faster and more conveniently for your members. So what we're talking about is $49 a month with a $199 one-time setup fee and 3.25 cents per text. So each text that you send out is 3.25 cents. You're reading that correctly, 3.25 cents. That includes training and it includes ongoing support. So if you ever have a problem, if you have an issue, we're always a phone call or an email away to help you through it. We want you to use this platform because then we both succeed. We want you to be successful with it. We want it to work. We want to actually move you up to the next 2 tiers of this integrated platform as well. So how do you sign up? You click the button that you can see on your screen that says Get Started. You can sign up right now for the full $49 package. There's also a free trial if you want to experiment with it a little bit and see how the platform works. You can sign up for a free trial. Either way, it is time to bring technology into your communication and communicate the way your members are already communicating, which is through technology. I want to thank you very much for your time and for your attention. If you have any questions, my phone number is on the screen. You could give us a call. My email address is on the screen. You can send me an email address, or you can visit the website at www.leadinglabor.com. Thanks, and have a great rest of your day.